Welcome back, guys, to another episode of D-Tron Does It. Of course, I am D-Tron and not Does Stuff. And this week, I've got 8 things that you absolutely need to know before you head out on that family vacation to Disney World. Stay tuned to the end to find out how we got free passes for 15 people during our visit, and more. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's get into our list. Number 8, get the app, use the map. It's no secret that Disney World is massive. Actually, the property is about the same size as the city of San Francisco, which means you could lose a whole day just walking around if you're not planning ahead and utilizing the Disney World app. The app is a must-have item if you're in the park. You get real-time wait times for each ride, there's interactive maps where you can discover rides that are nearby, search for popular attractions, purchase tickets and passes, and a variety of other things. Besides being able to locate your place in the park, the next most important feature on that app is the number 7 item from today's list, which is mobile ordering. Now, number 7, use mobile ordering to order your lunch ahead. My suggestion would be pack your own food, because park food and park drinks are mad expensive. But if you're balling and you decide you don't want to pack a lunch, then definitely think about ordering your food ahead of time with mobile ordering. The advanced ordering function serves 2 main purposes. 1, you don't have to wait in line during the lunchtime rush, which could eat up a lot of valuable park time. The second thing is that ordering ahead allows you to see which restaurants have mobile ordering, availability near you, and where they are located in the park. That way you don't fall victim to just eating whatever's nearby. Number 6, with the mask mandate lifted, prepare for big crowds and minimal distancing. Good news, if you're vaxxed up, masks are optional. Well, currently they are. And later in the video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how Disney's attempting to limit some of the crowding by using reservations. But even with self-imposed capacity limits, there are still long lines, tight spaces, and anxiety-inducing crowds. So you may want to get mentally prepared to have strangers in your personal space again. And you also might want to keep a mask handy while you wait in line for rides like Tomorrowland Speedway. Number 5, Animal Kingdom is the first park to close, so plan accordingly. Disney's Animal Kingdom is an immersive outdoor park where you can get up close with fish, birds, and wildlife of all sizes. There's also rides like Kali River Rapids and Avatar Flight of Passage. But Animal Kingdom's 7 p.m. closing time is also the earliest of all 4 theme parks at Disney. So knowing this information is key to planning your visit, and proper planning at Disney is what allows savvy travelers to maximize their park time. If Animal Kingdom is your only destination, then arriving anytime before noon should ensure you get a robust visit. But if you're planning to hit multiple parks in a day, with Animal Kingdom closing at 7, Disney Hollywood Studios closing at 8, and the other 2 parks closing at 10, it's best you get your day started early. I'm talking like 8 a.m. at Animal Kingdom to get the most out of your day. Number 4, parking and transportation. There are options, so choose wisely. The parking situation at Disney is pretty easy. There are signs and directions everywhere leading you to the appropriate parking lot for your theme park. But be smart about the number of vehicles that you take if you have a large group, because it's $25 per vehicle to park. I mean, we took 3 cars when we went, and that's $75 before we even stepped foot on Disney's property. Alright, I digress. Once you park and start walking, there will also be choices of how you get to the entry gates. You can take a free shuttle bus with air conditioning, you can take the ferry, or you can ride the tram, which will all drop you off right at the gates of the park. But if you stay late in the park, the buses will no longer be available to you, so you can't get those shuttles. You will need to take either the ferry or the tram. And I'll be honest, with the heat in Florida, I would vote for the air-conditioned tram if I were you. Number 3, you need a ticket and a reservation to enjoy Disney as of July 2021. So, depending on when you watch this video, this point could be void, but currently you need both a ticket and a reservation to visit the park that you choose for your Disney trip. So here's the rundown. You use Disney's website to check availability, then you buy your ticket, and lastly, you schedule your reservation. Then boom, you're ready for a Disney World trip. There is one more thing to note though. At the park entry gates, they're going to need to see your Walt Disney World confirmation email. like the one on the screen, because there will be a barcode at the bottom of that email that's required for you to be able to enter the park. So if your iPhone 8 screen is cracked, you might want to get that fixed before you hit the park. But it's seriously though, take a screenshot of the email. You don't want to have email loading issues and that be the reason you're delayed for entering the park. Number 2. There are 4 theme parks and 2 water parks. The success of your trip starts by picking the right park. If you're going to Disney for multiple days, you could hit all 6 parks. Granted, you gotta pay for them all, baller, but if you don't plan on going for multiple days, or you don't want to take out a second mortgage to pay for all 6 parks, then it's important to know who will be a part of your Disney group so you can pick the appropriate theme park prior to making your reservation. Look, if your group includes multiple kids like mine, then Animal Kingdom and Magical Kingdom may be the way to go because they have age-appropriate rides and attractions. Maybe your group is more about Star Wars, then you certainly want to set up your visit to go to Disney Hollywood Studios. Whatever the dynamics of your group are, you may want to spend some time reviewing the listed attractions on Disney's website before you book that reservation. Number 1, if it rains too much, you might be able to get free passes. Look, number 1 on our list today is a bit of a secret, so shh, don't go telling everybody. Look, it rains in Florida a lot, and even though Disney has its own magical thing going down there, it's not immune to Mother Nature when it comes to bad weather. It rains about 115 days in Orlando per year, and if you combine that with adverse conditions like lightning, there will probably be a lot of wet downtime during your visit. But here's a couple of tips. Pack ponchos and light rain gear. Find indoor rides because each park has several of them that don't shut down when it rains. And lastly, if your trip is mostly rained out or you experience major riding delays because of weather, you can head over to City Hall, which is Disney's guest relations building, and you can have a chat with the team there about compensating you for your group's lost time. We did this with our group of 15 and got free passes for each person to go to the park of their choice, and those passes were good for 1 year from the date of our visit. That's a valuable ace up your sleeve in case the weather throws you a curveball that you weren't ready for. But just as a disclaimer, this is not a guarantee that they're going to give you a free pass. And please don't tell them that D-Tron sent you because they don't care. But what I will say is if you spent a year planning your trip like we did, you don't want the weather to rain on your parade. So be prepared to ask for compensation. Alright guys, so that's it. This week we went to Disney's Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. But I appreciate you guys coming along, and as always, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notifications button, get some alerts, and find out when we're dropping new videos, which is every Monday. And if you decide not to like, share, or subscribe, you know what? I won't even be mad at you. Till next time, guys. Peace.